everybody, David McGuffin here. We're at the Dallas Travel and Adventure Show, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about my tour experience that we're planning for Ecuador and the Galápagos in November of this year. We started November 1st, and we've got a couple of extra staterooms that we are ready to sell and get people on, and we'd love to have you to be a part of it. My friend here, Anahi Torres, is part owner of the company that we work with, we partner with. She and I, part of her family, her brother has gone to Tanzania and done a safari there. We had a great time, and we've seen each other at these travel shows for years and years and years, so we've built a great relationship together. So I trust them wholeheartedly to give us a great experience in Ecuador and the Galápagos. So, honey, what are we doing? Help me understand what we're doing in Ecuador. Yeah.
So first, thank you so much for having me, and it's such a pleasure to have you and host you guys very soon in Ecuador. We're very excited to have you very soon. And just to do a really quick rundown, Ecuador is a fascinating country. So you're going to be immersed in a lot of local culture. You're going to get the chance to, buy handmade crafted souvenirs. You're going to see the beautiful Galápagos Islands. So it's all about nature, exploration, and actually getting to know the local culture of Ecuador. So you're going to start off in the city of Quito, which is actually my hometown. And you guys are going to get the beautiful chance of exploring my home city. You're going to go to the historic district. It's an amazing place filled of a lot of history. So you're going to see the churches of the historic district. You're going to try some of the local foods. And from there, you're going to head to the Cotopaxi National Park. So Cotopaxi is an iconic volcano for all of David's audiences and followers. It's actually one of the tallest volcanoes in the world, so it's going to be an incredible opportunity to explore the highlands of Ecuador. In the Cotopaxi, or heading to Cotopaxi, you're going to visit Quilotoa Lagoon, which is an ancient crater that with time became a beautiful lagoon filled with turquoise water. So it's a really cool opportunity to discover Quilotoa. And in Cotopaxi, you're going to be staying in a beautiful hacienda called El Porvenir. And El Porvenir is a really beautiful townhouse where you're going to be able to share with horses. You're going to have magnificent views of the volcanoes as well. And after Porvenir, you're going to enjoy a really cozy afternoon in Papayacta Hot Springs. So you guys are going to be able to soak in nice warm water, mineral water that comes all the way from the mountains before heading on to the Galápagos Islands.
So this whole first 5 days is more or less experiencing the culture of the mainland in Ecuador, and then having a lot of relaxation time.
Absolutely.
And we could get out, we could ride some horses, we could soak in the hot springs, look at the nature, have wonderful food. Tell us about the food of Ecuador.
The food is delicious. So in the highlands, people who are adventurous enough are going to be able to try the guinea pig or cuy. But if not, besides that, you don't have to go crazy. You can try some really delicious food, We have a lot of pork meat, a lot of potatoes. The Andes have more than 200 different types of potatoes. So you're going to get to try all of these different foods from the highlands of Ecuador. And as you mentioned, this first part of the tour is all going to be focused on the culture of the indigenous peoples of the highlands of Ecuador. It's a really good introductory part to the trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from there we get on a flight and go to the Galápagos.
Absolutely. So it's a very short flight. You guys are going to be flying approximately an hour and a half. And you're going to be in a completely different landscape. So imagine going from some of the highest places in the continent, you're heading down to the coast. So after relaxing in the hot springs, mineral water, tasting some of the delicious food, you're going to head to the Galápagos Islands. So the Galápagos is all about the local animals and the biodiversity. So you actually get to see, the tortoises and the iguanas very, very close to you. And it's a great opportunity to discover that biodiversity of animals in the Galápagos Islands.
So, Charlotte, my wife, you know Charlotte, we traveled together. We're the impetus of making this tour work in the Galápagos because she studied marine biology and everything when she was younger, and she said, I always want to go. So when we met you and we traveled with you and David, we decided, let's go. So she's looking forward to doing that as well. So, but for me, what about somebody that doesn't know anything about blue-footed boobies and the tortoise and all that? What can I expect on that as well?
Absolutely. So you guys are going to be accompanied by a naturalist guide.
Okay.
And this naturalist guide has studied for more than a year. It was specialized career in guiding in the Galápagos Islands. So they're expert on the subject, not only about the animals, they're going to explain about the different types of animals as you see them on the road. But they're also going to explain to you about geology, the rock formations, how the islands were formed, about the history of the Galápagos Islands. So this gives you a lot of knowledge into what you're going to see throughout your tour. So you don't have to be an expert. People who study biology are impressed by the Galápagos Islands, of course, you know, evolution, Charles Darwin. But some of us, like you and I, who are not as, you know, versed in biology, we're going to have as much fun as people who love the wildlife.
Now, there's opportunities for us to get out and do some snorkeling. Is that?
Absolutely, yeah. So in the Galápagos Islands, besides doing guided walks, they're not that difficult. They're going to be soft-paced walks with your naturalist guide. You're also going to get a chance to disembark every day from the boat to do different activities in the water. So you guys are going to be snorkeling with sea lions, with iguanas. You're going to be snorkeling with turtles. You're going to be snorkeling even with manta rays. So it's an amazing experience underwater. And just as a personal story, one of the things I've always remembered is under the water, a sea lion being chased by a penguin. So that's how magical the Galápagos Islands are. And every single day, you're going to go back on board to enjoy a delicious meal. And then you're going to do 1 or 2 activities per day, either on land or in the water. So it's a very interactive type of tour.
So tell me about the catamaran yacht.
Anahi. The yacht, it's a very personalized service. You guys are gonna go, it's exclusive for your group, so it's gonna be 16 passengers maximum. And it's amazing because besides being accompanied by our dear Charlotte and by yourself, you guys are gonna have this private yacht for yourself. So you're gonna have, besides giving the meals on board, you have a beautiful bar in the upper deck where you can enjoy, you know, some local wine, you can enjoy some cocktails, but you also have other beautiful things like the jacuzzi as well.
Okay, so we had to have a cut here for a moment for this travel show to close down, but we're going to finish this up. I think we were talking about the catamaran and yacht. So tell us about the staterooms. You said there was a bar, the dining rooms, the meals.
Absolutely. So besides the beautiful, you know, public areas and the jacuzzi, which you guys can also enjoy during the navigation, staterooms are fantastic. They all have ocean views. So you're gonna get, you know, the morning ocean breeze if you open your window. They're all equipped with AC, so in case you get warm, you can always lower or put the temperature higher or lower. And you get beautiful 8 private rooms aboard the yacht. Because it's also a small yacht, it's amazing because you get to meet the crew members on board. It's gonna be a great experience. You can talk to the captain about his, you know, adventures at sea, and it's a really great way to experience the Galápagos Islands.
Yeah. So, we've talked about some of the wildlife, but flora and fauna as well. Is there anything geological on the islands that are specific only to the Galápagos?
Definitely. So the Galápagos Islands were built from lava. So it's a very hot spot for, you know, it used to be a volcanic formation where the tectonic plates meet. So you're gonna be seeing, you know, lava fields that are beautiful to watch. And besides that, you're also going to get to see, for example, one of my favorite spots you're going to visit is Genovesa Island. Genovesa, you're going to see so many different species of birds. In one of the days, you're going to go to Prince Philip Steps. So you're actually going to be walking up natural steps made from lava. And you're going to get to see the bird's nest right next to you. You're also going to, anyone who does the extension of the additional 4 days, which are highly encouraged, you're going to visit Española Island. And Española is amazing because you get to see the yellow iguanas, land iguanas, contrasting with the beautiful lava floor. So you can imagine those beautiful colors in the Galápagos Islands. Yeah.
Now this is right on the equator.
Exactly.
So what's the weather going to be like in November?
So the weather is actually it's going to be a bit warm. I would say between 70 up to 80 degrees.
Okay.
It can get a little humid, and when you're navigating on board, you might get, because of the wind that's hitting the boat, you might get a bit chilly. So I would recommend you pack like a light rain jacket or a wind jacket. It's really good to have, and any warm jackets. But besides that, it's going to be a great weather. You're in the transition, what we call the transition area, or the transition time. So it's neither too hot and it's also not going to be too cold. It's a really nice weather. I would say between 68 degrees to 78, 80 degrees. So it's a really, really nice, mild weather to be there.
And so it's important that we remember to bring our water gear, our swimsuits as well, because
Absolutely,
we'll be doing that. The water's fine for that, and so we'll have mass fins as vocals, maybe.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We do recommend you guys purchase on board the wetsuits.
Okay.
The water temperature does tend to drop a little bit lower.
Okay.
I would say below 60 degrees sometimes. So make sure to wear, or if you have on your own, make sure to bring nice layer wetsuit.
Okay.
But everything else is supplied for you guys.
Okay.
The snorkel map, the masks, the water tubes as well.
Yeah.
So everything is set for you guys to
Okay,
explore the islands.
Well, we're looking forward to doing this, and as I mentioned, it won't get any better because we're here with the owners of the company that provides all this, very good friends of ours, and so we've got a couple of extra staterooms that we're looking to fill, and so come be a part of this and join us this November in Ecuador. Check it out at davidmcguffin.com. Exploring beyond Europe. Anahi, thank you so much.
Oh,
okay?
thank you so much, David, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys in Ecuador in the Galápagos Islands.
How do you say goodbye?
Adios.
Adios. So that's easy.